season. And we'll be watching the dynamic Tyreek Hill. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Dolphins and the Texans on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now Tua going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff as he'll drop to throw it. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now Tua. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a timeout here, an injured player, and that's Jalen Waddle, who seems to be in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll send Beckham in motion right. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The Dolphins at 9-4 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Will Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. In motion, Hill. Here's Tua. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Derek Stingley on the coverage there defensively.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Texans offense heading out behind their quarterback in his 2nd season. Last year's Offensive Rookie of the Year, C.J. Stroud.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down. Stroud working out of the gun. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one. Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. In motion, Hill. After the turnover, it's Tua. Gets this one to Hill. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Well, we're going to get a timeout as they deal with an injured player, and it's Tyreek Hill who is the man that's in some discomfort right now. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Looking to pass. Tua. And his pass incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Texans offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And as you see on the graphic, he's right up there with the best in the league when it comes to throwing touchdowns. Currently second in the NFL at this point of the season. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Here's Stroud. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Stroud. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. You talk about this Miami defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, Free agency? Maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Tua going to throw.
That's into the hands of Fortson.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Will Anderson.
Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
It's fielded at the 45. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Texans will take over.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up.
And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it looking at 4th and less than a yard.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
Miami set to take over.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Play action. Now it's Tua.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Will Anderson able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. In motion, Hill. Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
The Texans back out there and ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now 3rd down and 7.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Now Stroud.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Now Hill to return it.
51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now Tua. Out route to Hill, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
From midfield, here's Tua. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
They complete it to Hill. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Third down and 6. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. From the gun, it's Tua. On target over the middle to Hill. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Second down and 3. Here's Tua. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Achane trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Stroud out of the gun here. Got a man. It's Collins, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Stroud off the play fake. Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Here's Tommy Townsend now,
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it.
We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville.
And it is the Jets who have the lead in that one.
Garrett Wilson, a touchdown catch from Aaron Rodgers.
From there, we'll skip over to Louisiana to check in on the Saints at home in New Orleans. And they have the lead over the visiting Washington Commanders.
Chris Olave with a touchdown reception from Derek Carr.
Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes.
The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Stroud to throw it.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
In motion right, that's Collins. Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Tua going to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
3rd down and 1.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
In motion, Hill.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Miami. 51 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 2 to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So just 3 points there, but that important in the grand scheme of things because it's now a 3-score lead.
And to now, the other guys haven't shown that they can do anything offensively, so just take the points, keep adding that cushion, and let your defense win you the football game.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon set to take over once more. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Stroud. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Stroud looking to throw.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here's Hill on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
Throw caught by Achane. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now Tua. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Azeez Al-Shaair able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Stroud working out of the gun. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's good for the Texans. First down.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing now is Stroud. That's caught again by Schultz. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Stroud. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. Stroud will look to throw once more. That's complete to Dell. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line.
That's good for the Texans. First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. short throw into the hands of Jordan.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Now Stroud. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The throwing again is Stroud. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Back to throw again.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Tank Dell.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
The Dolphins offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To throw is Tua.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a 1st down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So Stroud and the Texans down by 10. A minute 35 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now Stroud. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Stroud to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Down to a knee goes Tua, and that should just about do it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Miami, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.